Hello, welcome to an Inquisitive Crafter. My name is Susie and I'm coming to you from the Dallas, Texas area. I've been fiddling with my camera. I hope you can see me. I'm tired of messing with the camera. I don't have a very good video set up today, I don't think, but I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens. I hope you have some coffee or something to drink. I'm drinking coffee out of a Christmas mug. Sad, sad, sad. I thought I put all my Christmas mugs away, but I haven't totally put them away, obviously. And I hope you have some knitting or some crochet or something crafty to do. And let's catch up a little bit. I have notes. I'm not gonna be all rambly like I was last episode. I'm so excited to be organized. Okay, well, I've got some finished objects. We're just gonna jump right in here. My finished object is my Yarn Cozy Lite crochet by Natty. The pattern's by Natty, and here it is in action. It's housing some yarn for my first pair of socks for sock camp. What else do I need to say about this? Oh, I started this May 25th. I ended it May 30th, and I just wanted to get it done by June 1st because that was the end of the, or maybe May 31st was the end of the Cozy Along that Knitty Natty from the Love and Stitches podcast was hosting. And so I really like deadlines like that. So I got it finished. I don't know what yarn this is. I got this a long time ago at my first DFW Fiberfest, I think. And I got it to go with 3 other skeins, and this was one of the yarns that I tried to wind ill-advisedly. Well, nobody advised me, I just advised myself. Not on a yarn swift with a yarn winder. Just, I don't know what happened. I don't think this was a car wind. Oh, I know this wasn't a car wind. I've only done that one time. Anyway, it didn't work out. So I had just little balls of this around because I tried to untangle it and gotten frustrated and just saved a little bit. So I used most of this up, and then I used the rest of it in my sock scraps granny stripe blanket, which I'll talk about in a minute. Anyway, I enjoyed this project very much. I just want to check the camera really quick. Okay, I think everything's good. Looked good. Of course, now I've gotten up and moved, so hope it's still good. Okay, my second work in progress is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh, I've got some yarn stuck in the couch here. Hold on a second. I know you're probably tired of hearing about this project, but I'm not done. So what I have finished, I finally got her legs and arms put together. Sorry, she's topless. I don't know what I'm gonna do about these ears. Let me just leave them. The thumbs, okay, what do I want to say about her? So she's got wire in her, and she's designed to sit like this, I guess. Yeah, and her thumbs are just chain stitches, like that you go back and single crochet into. And they're supposed to, or maybe slip stitch into, now I can't remember, but they're supposed to kind of curl up on their own, and they didn't. They looked weird. The thumbs looked weird. So I ended up having to stitch down the thumbs a little bit. So I think that looks okay. I was pretty happy with that. I need to buy some 16 gauge black wire for her glasses. I only have silver wire, and I actually ordered I can't remember who I ordered this. When I get it, I will tell you. I ordered a doll glasses template, which is really cool. Don't tell my husband, it was like $30, but it was really cool. I don't know if it's gonna come in time. I may just have to do what I did with my Bernies, because I made several Bernie Sanders a couple of years ago and had to make glasses for him. And I just kind of freestyled those as best I could, but it was a pain in the rear. Anyway, this is a template that she 3D printed, and it's got like 4 or 5 different glasses shapes for dolls. And I wasn't going to buy it because I'm hoping I never make another one of these. Although my sister said she wants an emotional support, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know how serious she is about that. But I saw, what did I see? I saw an Imkin, which is a little like creature that somebody had crocheted, and it had glasses, and that's where I found this lady who does these templates, is through that person who did the Imkin with the glasses. And I thought, oh my gosh, I just love that. And I love glasses on people so much. My husband wears glasses. I love that. All three of my kids wear some sort of glasses sometimes. I love that. I wear glasses sometimes. Anyway, I'm not saying I love wearing glasses, but I do like to see. That's important. And I do love the look of glasses on people. Ruth Bader Ginsburg has a, what does she have in here? A poker chip. Not a poker chip. Yeah, it came from a casino, like one of those chips that you get. And we had one that my husband was keeping, and you're supposed to put something flat in here to keep her solid on the tush. Anyway, so I took that one poker chip that we had that we never cashed in and put it in here. I don't know if I told my husband that. I'm glad he doesn't watch this. Probably lots of secrets, family secrets. Okay, I've also worked on her robe. So I don't know how this robe is going to look because you needed a size 3 yarn. Here's her robe. I've done one sleeve. I need to do the other sleeve. You needed a size 3 yarn for this, and the only size 3 yarn I had was this, I don't even know if I kept the ball band, but it was like a mercerized cotton, I think. That's what it kind of feels like. Anyway, yeah, I think it's mercerized cotton. Anyway, I'm worried it's too see-through-y. I mean, I can see you through it. I'm not gonna struggle to put it on camera. I can sort of see her skin through it. I don't know how bad that is. I mean, if I pull it away from the light, it's not bad at all. My husband said just to finish it and see how I liked it. Of course, he doesn't understand how long it takes me to do things, but I may just leave it because I don't want to buy any more black yarn at this time. So I could do it in the size 4 yarn, but that would be a thicker yarn. Or I could do this. I think when I did the Bernie, I think the Bernie also called for a size 3. And I just did a size 4. Probably what I should have done. Because this worsted weight yarn is size 4 yarn. Sizes are the weights of the yarn, in case you don't know. This worsted weight yarn would just be thicker and fluffier. And this is really thin and spaced out. So I don't know. But I really want to get this done and mailed off. I'm kind of scared about doing the hair. I gotta do the sleeve, and then I gotta do the hair, and then I gotta find some green for the earrings, and then I'll be done with that. And I'm kind of scared of the hair because the hair is a 2-step process of a hair cap and then strands of hair to make her bun. So I've never done that before. That'll be interesting. That was a good thing about Bernie. He didn't have any hair, really. Okay, so that's the Ruth Bader Ginsburg doll that I started on March 14th. That's by Tobey King. The next thing I've been working on is my Gnome News is Good News by Shira. I started this on April 18th. The deadline for this, I think, is June 16th, and I'm still plugging away on the hat. A little gnome stitch marker and a snowflake stitch marker that came with a gnome thing. So I like that. I don't know, the hat looks really lumpy. It's supposed to curve around to the side and curl. I can tell you this because it's no longer a mystery knit along. It is, the pattern's published and tons of finished objects are out there. But it is starting to curve, but I'm not enjoying the curving process. And it looks really lumpy. And they say blocking solves everything, but I don't think the blocking is going to solve that. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll see. But I've been trying to put in some time on that, so I can get that done. The next thing I have been working on is my Heel Toe Do-Si Do by Crazy Sock Lady Design. So this is a sock pattern. Hold on, I just ripped a whole bunch of stitches out. Okay, that was some serious sock surgery. And I stopped the camera and moved the camera. I hope you can still see the top of my head and the bottom of my face. Okay, put my glasses down. All right, so what I had done, I was working on the heel turn and I yanked, it was kind of stuck under a blanket, and I yanked the sock out and then pulled a whole bunch of needles out. So the bad news is I did drop some stitches. The good news is when I repair it, it'll look janky, and all my projects look janky, so it'll be okay. So this is the Heel Toe Do-Si Do by Crazy Sock Lady Designs. I am doing this, I talked about this yarn last episode, but this is mustache yarn in a Star Wars colorway, Princess, I think it's called the Princess General colorway. And I'm excited because, oh, look, I've done the heel flap. Now I'm on the heel turn. And I am doing my first pattern design for sock. Well, oh, it's not my first pattern design, but my first Crazy Sock Lady design, my first Heel Toe Do-Si Do, because it's a Crazy Sock Lady design. What is wrong with me? And I don't know, I usually do vanilla socks, and so I'm excited to do, I feel like this is not centered at all. I decided to do a pattern. So you can't really see the pattern too well right now, but it is happening. It's gonna be shorty socks. So that is my project, main project I'm working on right now for sock camp, summer sock camp, hosted by Crazy Sock Lady. Let me put this away. Oh, I'm scared when I pull it out, I'm gonna yank it out again. That's what you get when you stop in the middle of a row, but whatever. Okay, the next thing I have been working on is my Sock Scraps Granny Stripe Blanket by Layla McCullough. I started this March 15th, 2022. I'm using a Furls hook, size F. Love these Furls hooks. Wish it was a gold one. I got this one because I had a gold one that broke. I dropped it and it broke. And I asked for a replacement, and they sent me this one. Well, I got to pick the color, but they don't have the gold ones anymore, so I just had the silver ones. Now they don't make these at all, but Furls hooks are good. The resin ones are really good too. Anyway, so here is my blanket. This is where I was the last time I showed this pattern. I don't know when I showed this project last, but that's where I was. So this is how much I've done. You can see my yarn, cozy yarn in here. And now, there it is in its glory. Woo! And now I'm inserting yarn I did for a summer sock camp last year, maybe. Anyway, this yarn, I don't remember what it is, but I really like it, and it'll keep the moody campfire colors going. So I like that project. It's good. Oh, I'm sorry, my clock is going. I'm just gonna have to listen to it. If you haven't been around for a while, every clock in my house sings. So, okay, so the last project I've been working on is my Habit Tracker Blanket, which is 2022, which is a pattern called Granny Stripes by Lucy of Attic24. I'm looking at my podcaster notes here. I started this on January 2nd, 2022. And originally, there's the beginning of it. Originally, the habit I was tracking was exercise. And so every day that I didn't exercise is a cream color. So that's January 1st, 2022, and January 2nd, 2022. January 3rd, January 4th, didn't exercise January 5th. You get the idea. And then I would change colors each month. So this is what I did in February of 2022. And then I got tired of it and I quit exercising. I think that's what it was. And it would have been just a big cream blanket, and it was not the purpose. So it's been sitting around, and I have been keeping track of the days I've exercised. So I have a tracker that keeps it. So I have the whole year of 2022, but there wasn't as much exercise as I would have liked. And so I set it aside. Then I decided, this is my blanket and I can do whatever I want. No one bosses me around. No one puts baby in a corner. And I decided I was going to pick it up and start tracking now my exercise. So truthfully, I'm starting from Memorial Day. So even though I had worked on these in February of 2022, I started this Memorial Day 2024. So here's the Memorial Day one. And then here's the day after we had a big storm. And then I'm going to add in the days I've exercised, which I exercised. I don't know if you care, but I'm telling you anyway. Wednesday and Thursday, and then I didn't exercise Friday. Today's Saturday, June 1st. So I'm planning on exercising today, hopefully. Anyway, regardless, I struggled with adding in what color I wanted. So I have these colors, which I like a lot. And I had bought them for some classes last year at DFW Fiberfest for my practice yarns for the classes. And I didn't want to keep them around. They are Mainstays basic yarn. And I was going to do this color for now because it's June, my birthday month, and my favorite color is green. But it doesn't look good, I don't think, with these two colors I have in here. So then I thought, well, I'll try this one. I also like this color, and this is kind of a new color I'm gravitating to, like all these aquas and teals as a secondary favorite. But I didn't think it looked right with that. So my son, 1 year for birthday or Mother's Day, I cannot remember which, but he bought me a whole bunch of this Karen Simply Soft yarn in the Kelly Green colorway. And this looks great with these and would have been truthfully my March color I guess he got me this in 2022. This would have been my March color, 2021, and he bought it for me. Anyway, this would have been my March color and it didn't happen. So now it could be my June color. And then hopefully maybe I can gravitate to these, or maybe I'll have to find more jewel tone looking colors. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I won't exercise at all in July and I won't have to pick. Just kidding. And Jen of Down Cellar Studio asked me a question when I was working on this. Originally, I was on a Zoom call or a Zoom meetup with her, and she had said, well, how big is it going to be? Because it looks pretty big. And I think you'll be done with it before the year is out, which is true. So I can just end it whenever I feel like it, whenever it's big enough. So anyway, I haven't added the green yet, but I will. Okay. I did not know I was going to spend that much time talking about my whips. I apologize. If I don't talk about something, it's because I haven't worked on it. I know I've brought out a whole bunch of things that I'm going to work on, and I just haven't worked on them. So, okay. So I want to get down to the reason I really wanted to do this video, and that's because I have been inquisitive about happiness. So my mother is a big believer and has taught me to be a big believer in the power of 3. Like if you get 3 signs about something, then it's God talking to you. And I really believe this. I mean, when I'm in doubt about something, I pray about it. And if I get 3 signs, then that helps me make my decision. Now, if you are not a religious person, this is not going to turn into a religious podcast, but religion, my faith is very important to me, and it is going to come out. So just know that. So I've been thinking about happiness because I was really excited about summer break. So I'm a teacher, and I had been counting down the days till summer, and then I had been thinking about this summer how it was going to be maybe not as happy as I thought it was going to be, because I was going to be driving a lot. 2 of my kids don't drive. My husband doesn't drive. Last year, I drove an awful lot to get everybody to work and do their doctor's appointments and whatever, and I think it broke my butt. And I was not looking forward to doing that again. And so I thought, oh, this isn't going to be a very happy summer. I need to find happiness. What's going to make me happy? And then, I don't know, I just started finding all these signs about other people thinking about happiness. And generally, I think of myself as a happy person. Maybe I'm not actually. If you're a friend of mine in IRL, in real life, you'll have to let me know. But I think of myself as a very happy person. So I started off this summer. We got out last Friday of school. So I started out this summer with a lot of tea parties. We had a graduation tea party. We'd had earlier in the month of May, a Mother's Day tea party. I went to a tea party. I enjoy throwing myself tea parties. And so I started throwing myself tea parties, and then my husband tea parties also in the evening. And my aunt had gone to England and brought home a whole bunch of teas to share. So that was really nice. I've been using those teas and just enjoying my tea party. We've been watching Bridgerton, which is a British show. And I think British show tea party. Anyway, so tea parties is one of the things that have been making me happy. Well, then I am a member of AARP, and in this month's magazine, there was an article about a graphic novel about how to find happiness. It says an illustrated guide. Really? Okay, this made me laugh in general, a side note, because I don't think of people my age and older as being really into graphic novels, but there it is. I don't know how much can I show, so that's why I was covering it up, but it's a graphic novel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of this lady's journey to find happiness. So I thought that was interesting. One woman's search for happiness. Mary's floundering gives way to flourishing after applying some practical, research-tested midlife interventions. And I enjoyed the graphic novel. I don't like graphic novels personally, but I enjoyed reading it. I thought it was really good. I thought the tips were really good. It talks about, what does it talk about? Finding, looking for change and talking to people, reaching out to people, and doing some breathing exercises, and which I'm, since COVID and teaching my students how to de-stress, I'm a big believer in breathing exercises. Talked about going out to nature and experiences over things, and I thought that was really funny. And then that's actually the third thing that really made me think about that. I found this morning. Prior to that, I had been working on my hero journal. Where's my hero journal? I had all this stuff all nice and neat here, and now I don't know where my life went. One moment, please. Oh, here it is. Okay. So my hero journal, which was created by Nick Vitarlo, I can't say his name, Kyle Cole, and Ryan McConnell, Heroes Planner. I've talked about this at length in another episode, I believe. I had started this back in February of 2024, and I had done a month spread, and then I had done, it has coloring pages, I'm just not big on coloring. I had done a week, and then I didn't touch it again. And so I've been stressing out about, I want to use this, but I've already wasted a month. This is a 13-month planner. And what do? Well, I just added the week of May 27th to the last week of February. So there's that. And I've already planned out some things for June. And that's been making me happy. Except what makes me happy is making lists, apparently, that I don't follow. Because if you'll look, I have all these plans. Oh, this doesn't fold back very well. I have all these plans and a side quest, to-do list. Done none of these. None. Okay, I have worked a little bit on cleaning off my buffet. These are cleaning tasks, but can't check off any of those. I'm just going to forward that to next week. I think they call that something in bullet journaling, but I can't remember what it is, where you push something to the next week. And then I kept this journal, Every Day is Epic, a guided journal for daydreams, creative rants, and bright ideas by Mary Kate McDevitt. I found this and kept this last summer, and I did it through end of summer and end of school through June, and then quit. I didn't do it anymore. I don't know what happened. But so I started it up again today. It's really cute because every day has different ways to write down like your gratitude and just notes and your epic meter, which I think your epic meter is so funny. Can you see that? I watched a YouTuber podcast talking about how to do YouTube, and she said use your back camera, not your turnaround camera. So I'm trying that, but then I can't see. But it's also hopefully making my eyes track to you as opposed to looking at me. I'm all about looking at me. So I don't know, there were just all these signs that said I need to talk about happiness. I need to continue looking for happiness. And I feel happy. My son Michael, this morning, he was looking for positive things about having to work the night shift. And the fact that he got to see the sunrise was a positive thing for him. I found a new YouTuber named Caffeinated Cast-Ons, and she was talking today about, well, I don't know when she was talking about this, but I watched it today, about how walking is making her happy. Like 20 minutes outside is really making her happy. She has a baby, so you need all that happiness when you have a baby. So I guess my point is, look for happiness. I'm going to try the walking outside. I'm going to keep working on my exercising, although I haven't done it in the past 2 days. I'm going to keep working on cleaning. I'm definitely going to keep reading and knitting and crocheting, all the things. Hanging out with my family makes me happy. Talking to my husband makes me happy. Talking to my kids makes me happy. And unless I'm in their room, then I'm not very happy because some messy kids. I don't know. I think happiness, like finding happiness in yourself, is underrated, and you need to do it. And it's important. Okay. That's all I got. I hope you have a great week and keep looking for happiness. I'll talk to you next time. Okay, I'm sorry. I've just finished vlogging, and then I remembered I had 2 more things to share. And so I know the angle here is crooked. I apologize for that. The lighting may be weird. Sorry about that too, but I can't show stuff on my phone if I'm recording on my phone. Does that make sense? Okay, so first thing is Texas Peach Knits is doing a Fluffier Stash 2024. And she has a PDF that you can color in. It's called Fill Your Yarn Bucket. And she's got rules. Yeah. She's got rules for this. So anytime you destash your yarn, you color something, a yarn ball in on your picture. If you destash a tool, a book, or a magazine, or a supply, you color something in. If you reorganize or sort or tidy anything, your yarn shelf, this is all yarn related, sorry, non-yarny people, but I thought this was funny, and anybody could do this for anything. You color in 3 things. If you clean out a project bag, that's 2 balls of yarn colored. If you work on a WIP, a work in progress that started before this June 2024, you color in a yarn ball. If you start something, anyway, it's just so funny, and I think that's so clever. And the deadline, it started June 1st and it ends August 31st. So it starts today, ends August 31st. The idea of that is making me so happy. The second thing is, who is this? Oh, Gretchen Rubin has a Happier podcast, and she has written several books on this, and she has a website called the Happier app. Sorry, you can see my ring light. Where you track your aims, you jumpstart your habits, you have a daily tip, today's moment of happiness, and then she has a design your summer wheel. And it says, what do you want to do this summer? Spin for inspiration. And then it tells you to tap into your 5 senses, and then it says you can click, I'm going to do this, or give another idea. The last one, you get 3 spins per day. You can come out, I'm almost done. You get 3 spins per day, and the last one I did told me to go to a zoo, which is not going to happen, so needed something else. Anyway, that's making me happy. I thought these were important to share. Bye.